Alright, what's going on, guys? I changed my keybinds today, and I've been using the same ones for a year to a year and a half now. If any of you are used to playing keyboard and mouse and you've been playing it for a while, you know that when you get used to your keybinds, you don't want to change them. I had my pyramid on G, which was terrible. It's too far, and you have to stretch your finger too far to reach it. I had so many binds stuck to my pointer finger, and it wasn't really optimal. I had to move my hand too much while building, and it wasn't optimal. I didn't have the best movement that I could. So I changed my pyramid from G to Shift. And that really solved all of it, because the only keybind I really had to stretch my finger for too much was G, and that was my pyramid, which you use a lot when fighting now because of how much you want to cone people and put a cone over yourself to protect yourself or go for like a double edit. Changing it to Shift, I don't have to move my hand at all to use my pyramid. The only time I have to move my hand while building now is for C for my floor, and that's not that bad. It's not far from D, it's right below it, and I have F to edit. I can go from my floor to my edit button really quick, so that's not that big of a deal. And getting it off of G, I'm a lot more comfortable now. I don't have to move as much. I'm more fluent and have better movement. So I'll go through my keybinds real quick. All my movement binds are pretty much the same except for crouch. I used to have that on Shift, but because I changed my pyramid to Shift, I have to change my crouch button to left control, and I have it on V because I'm still getting used to crouching with a different button. I'm not sure if I want to crouch with V by using my thumb or with my pinky by clicking control. Then for combat, this is all pretty much the same. I have E for use, and I've always had Q for my harvesting tool, and I don't think I'll ever change that just because of how weird it is when I do. That's the main keybind that I will probably never change, and it's probably bad to have it on that. But the building, I didn't change much, but I did change my pyramid, which is the main thing. So for building, I have the same thing, left control and V for crouching. Then my wall is my back mouse button, my floor is C, my stairs, my front mouse button, my roof is left shift, and my trap is T. I can't get any more optimal than I am now because I don't have an extra mouse button, and there's no other key that I can click that I don't have to take my fingers off of the movement keys while building. So I feel like right here, this is the most optimal I can be and the best keybinds I can have for movement. For editing, I have F, which is kind of basic. People usually have F for E for editing, so the rest of them don't matter as much. I'll go through them and you can screenshot it or pause the video while I'm going through and look at them. If you don't want to use these exact keybinds, you can switch it up a little bit, but if you don't know what optimal keybinds are, I'll leave a link to It's Jirion's videos because he goes in depth with it and explains it a lot better than I would. But basically, when you're building, you don't want to take your fingers off of W, A, S, and D. You have a better range of motion, you have better movement, and you're more fluent when you don't have to move your fingers off of the movement keys. Also, when you're fighting and box fighting, it helps to not have to move your fingers from side to side and take them off of the A and D buttons, because then you can't move back and forth while you're in a fight. So that's my short summary of optimal keybinds. You probably understand it, but he goes more in depth and gives a better explanation of it. So I'll leave a link to one or two of his videos where he goes over it. If you want to try these keybinds, let me know down below if you do and what you think of them. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next video. Later.
Bring it right back to the ends, and I'm back on the transplant. Sold out, shows out back for revenge. They don't really want to get it when I tap into the vision. When I'm back on the raps on tracks like I am not one of you, they never heard of me. Path is not written, so do not refer to me. They gon' be feeling this for an eternity. Money, ridiculous, second absurdities. And now I'm back for revenge. I'm leaving you on the bench, and I don't